Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to show you some of the best money making methods for both active and passive gaining of money, and yeah, that's going to be really awesome. So before we go, make sure you leave a like, subscribe and turn on notifications to see more of my videos, but without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Right, first off, I'm going to show you guys what I mean by active and passive. So basically, passive is going to be like things like minions, stuff like that. Maybe I'm going to kind of include instant coins that don't take like grinding or doing anything like that. You can just instantly do it very quickly in like 10 minutes. Which isn't really like consistent grinding and you can't do it repeatedly. So yeah, that is what I mean by passive. And then active is things like farming, auction flipping, and things like that, which we're going to go over in much more detail later on. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first up, we're going to look at minions. Now, obviously, minions are the best money making method around because they work 24/7. They're just awesome, and you can customize your minions very well to make more and more money. Now, personally, I have 25 minion slots, and I like to use clay, snow, flint. This is just for collection. I also do have a few cocoa bean minions, but they are not the they're not. I'm not really using them for much. They're not very good for money making method. Money making. I mean, but enchanted lava buckets, diamond spreadings, and super compactors are what you're going to need in these minions. You don't need a dwarven super compactor. I don't even know why that's in there. But yeah, you only need just a regular super compactor, which costs around 400, 500k depending on the price. And yeah, but currently the problem with many things at the moment is Dante is mayor. I'll give you a quick update on the state of it currently. Last time I checked, there's a vote going on for who's going to become mayor because Dante has completely rigged the other election. So they're starting a resistance, and I talked about this last time, but they have recently added an election thing, which is very cool, and we'll go show you that in a sec. But yeah, basically Dante is adding 10% tax to everything, I believe, not just like both bazaar and auction house, I think, or doubling the tax. So you might want to buy things and sell things to the auction, which is another reason why the active method of bazaar flipping or auction flipping is not very good at the moment, because that 10% you would make has been taken away, and and you're not able to make as much money. So yeah, currently they're having a vote, and you can vote for any player, but obviously Technovade is currently winning. I vote for 30 Virus. I think everyone should vote 30 Virus because he's an actual Skyblock YouTuber, unlike Technovade. Hopefully we'll get a Technovade video if he does become mayor or something. He'll log on to Skyblock and do something. But yeah, that is really cool so far. But yeah, in terms of minions, you just need to sort of. I've got a few guides on how to set up your minions properly. You should go watch those if you want more information. But yeah, minions are very important, and I'd highly suggest getting them all very set up properly. And so the reason I say this is because the majority of my money comes from minions, as I don't play the game too much. I've only got, if you look, if you do /playtime, I've only got 251 hours, so that's not actually too much compared to most people who've got this much money. Normally you'd have to spend a long time to get this much, 46 and 7. So yeah, it's basically just all from minions, honestly. It's just so profitable to get these minions working and have them running properly, because I've had this profile for about a year, and it's been just basically minions the whole time. So yeah. Now, moving on to some active methods. Obviously, you've got a few good ones. Obviously, normally you would go for bazaar flips. Like, I think there's a good one where you would buy dragon fragments and then like check their price on the AH, and like if you craft it up into dragon armor maybe and then sell it for more, might make you some coins. But currently, it is not good because of this guy. 10% coin, double AH and bazaar tax is just awful for flippers or anything. So yeah, that has honestly been discredited kind of. But I'd say the main thing at the moment is to do farming, because it's going to be really awesome for you. I can't actually get my hoe out of my backpack because backpacks are currently disabled. So yeah, both of my good hoes are in there, and yeah, I can't really do much farming at the moment. But I'd highly suggest you get multiple layers of cane. I don't have a very good farm because, as I said, I do most of my money from minions. But yeah, you want to need 2.5 full layers of these if you have a regular island size, because that is how much you need for it to fully regrow by the time you get to the end of it. which is the main thing. Obviously, you've got other crops as well. I'd highly suggest netherwart once you get further up, but it is quite expensive to set up and time consuming if you don't have a netherwart pouch, which I would recommend. I don't have one at the moment, so this is why my farm is a bit depressed. But yeah, I farmed a lot of cocoa beans, if you can't tell. That's why I have the minions and everything. But I have 22 million cocoa beans. I can't remember, does it still... Yeah, so I'm 710th in cocoa beans because I removed most of my minions, so I lost my place a little bit. But yeah, that is very awesome, and it's another good active method. Now, onto some passive ones. I know by passive, you do have to do some work for these, but they can only be done once, and yeah, they're not great. So, oh, they're not. They are good, but yeah, instant methods. I'd say things like claiming your free booster cookie and selling it. People said that it's the Kismet feathers that are the best thing, but you might want to go God potions just because they do give you a useful effect. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, re-rolling a dungeon's chest isn't that good, so yeah, maybe you do want to buy those. I think they sell for a decent amount in the auction house. But honestly, at the moment, money-making methods aren't as good because of that double tax and everything, and they're just 10% worse or something. Yeah, it's just not very good at the moment. But we still keep going, and other things I can think of in terms of I'd suggest. Now, this is another thing that's been cancelled and probably you won't be able to do, but yeah, I would suggest going to the Season of Jerry. Obviously, people say this isn't a good money making method, but it is a very good way to make some money. I'm gonna say it's passive because actually you kind of have to go to the event and you have to be there for about 40 minutes ish and do the thing. So that's kind of active, kind of passive. But yeah. And then finally, I wanted to go on to one of the best, or well, people say the best method, which is going to be dungeons. Obviously, you can flip items you get from reward chests, and obviously at the moment it might not be as profitable, obviously because of the tax, and like it's just going to be a question of what level you are at dungeons. I'm not very good at dungeons personally. I've completed floor 6, even though I don't have Catacombs 19. I got carried kind of to there, but I do have Shadow Assassin, so what you're going to need is, I think floor 7 is the most profitable, obviously, and never defeated, feared by anything living and dead is the Wither Lord. He's a Necron. I think he can drop Storm Armor, Necron Armor. Obviously, floor 5 is probably decent as well, because you can get Shadow Assassin, which sells for a good amount, is very meta. And pretty much everybody has Shadow Assassin these days. So yeah, you're probably going to want to go for that. If not, you can go for floor 3s, floor 2s, and try and flip cheap books like Ultimate Wise. I like doing that one because I can't do floor 7. But there's a few things you can do with dungeons. I recommend an in-depth guide because I don't know too much about dungeons. But yeah. Finally, well, obviously, that's basically all of the methods I can think of. But just making your minions are the best passive method, and farming, I'd say, is the best time to money thing, and it's consistent as well. If you get yourself a sugarcane hoe like I have in here, then you will you'll be able to make a good amount of money. Even you could buy an elephant pet for 16 million coins, but I feel like that's too big of an investment that you probably won't make back unless you do a lot of farming. So yeah, it depends on how much you farm and stuff like that. But yeah, you're going to make a lot of money doing these things, and yeah, I hope you do make some money, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So that's going to do it for today. If you could leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications, that would really help me out. I spend a long time in these videos, so it would help out if you subscribed. But that's going to do it for today. So goodbye.